Welcome to the Neckbeard Experience. This is your host, Dallas, your cringe senpai, bringing you another edition of Sir Sam, talking about Sam's habit of binging and purging Facebook posts. For just $1 a month, you can help support this channel, plus get advanced audio broadcasts and early access. I've got a merch store set up. I got some really cool mugs and other things that I'm in the process of making, so if you want to check it out, I've got it in the link below. Also, check out my Neckbeard News on Twitter, and you can ask me anything you want, so I hope to see you there. So without further ado, here we go. This will be the 6th installment of Sir Sam the Chivalrous, and it spans most of the Christmas break. Player 1, me, Lady Saber, 16 years old, foreign exchange student from Belgium, and exam week is finally over, so I'm enjoying the holiday out of town. I am also a huge fan of A Song of Ice and Fire, and also Lord of the Rings nerd. Player number 2, Sir Sam the Chivalrous, smooth cheeks. He's the whitest knight of all. Generally a lard, ever-present aroma of still Italian food. Never removes his trilby because he never sleeps or never showers. Sam also has the Facebook habits of someone with an eating disorder. I have no other notion of how to describe it. He'll make 4, 5, 6 posts in rapid succession, ranging from atheism to look what kind of nice guy I am, and general rants designed to flaunt his intelligence. This is part of his binge. After about an hour later, he comes back and purges all of them. 4 out of 5, no matter how long he spent on thesaurus.com writing them. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen, and it's why I'm not able to screen cap most of the stuff he actually posts. Player number 3 is John. He's the guy I'm crushing on. All around good person. We aren't officially dating yet, but is heading in that direction. He is the arch nemesis of Sam. He's not in the story, but he gets a mention. So that's part of the backstory. This story begins immediately after the previous one. It's the day before Christmas break. I check Facebook, mostly keeping up with friends and family overseas, and I see one of Sam's tirades clogging my feed like a cholesterol plaque. Like breaking up with people you aren't dating is hard, and so on. Also, that comment should give you some idea about Sam's dating history. Apparently, in middle school, Sam made up a series of girlfriends in more and more outlandish tales. He'd find some girl on the internet, snag a few of her pictures, and flaunt them around. As soon as a person would start poking holes in his story, he'd break up with her and start over again. Except each time, the girl would get hotter and more amazing, and he'd round more bases with each one of them. Eventually, he claimed he'd gotten laid by some out-of-his-league blonde. Unbeknownst to Sam, that girl happened to live nearby, and was in high school just down the road from the middle school. Some people who knew her got in touch, confronted him, with her in tow, and made a spectacle worthy of the Reddit forum public freakouts. Continuing with our tour, if you look to your left, my ladies and gentle sirs, you will see a homemade meme being played with by Sam and his beardy friend. Check your friend zone. Reads to me in the same voice of check your privilege. All the posts from the same day, 3 are the only survivor of 18 or so. You thought I was kidding. The next 2 days, radio silence. Then, in the afternoon, a text message. It's a screenshot of What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction.
Not to be weird, this is just a song I like.
Smiley face. I look it up, and I give it a listen. It's poppy and repetitive, so I turned it off after 30 seconds. A few hours later, he follows up with,
What do you think?
It's not my taste.
My taste is mostly screamo and classic orchestra, with a few select American alternative rock bands.
Well, what is your taste?
I forget sometimes that there's no font for sarcasm.
Gospel.
No response, other than a string of Facebook posts, which only 2 survive.
If you go to church, you're literally Satan. If you don't, you're a neckbeard smosh.
Which I have included screenshots. I debate telling him if it was a joke or not, but I dread the outcome of that conversation, and I don't have any idea how it would go. For the rest of the break, silence. I have a blast with my host family. I get more Christmas loot than I know what to do with, and I genuinely enjoy my break from school and Sir Sam. It's after New Year's Day when Sam gathers up enough alpha male energy to message me again. I kept up a strained conversation with him for about a half an hour while he talks about Call of Duty and stuff he got for Christmas. There are many times where I don't know how to respond, but he happily fills in the space and keeps on going. Eventually he asks,
What's wrong?
Nothing really.
You're not saying much.
Yeah, just not in the mood to talk right now.
Oh? What did I do?
Sam, that's a pretty long list.
I know. Sorry. I just haven't really had a girlfriend that I can talk to very much before. So I'm still trying to figure stuff out.
I'm not your girlfriend, Sam.
I know. I mean a friend that's a girl.
okay, there's a space between friend and girl, so I give him the benefit of the doubt. Before I can further clarify the status of our relationship, he's off in another direction.
So, do you speak French?
Yes.
That's cool. Me too.
Okay, that came out of nowhere, like a clown in a crappy funhouse. I'm a bit skeptical, so I push it gently with him. The following messages are in French, and I've translated.
You speak French?
Yes?
I didn't know that. Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know.
Okay, what are you doing now?
I'm hungry.
Shocker of a lifetime.
I'm being eaten.
What?
You're being eaten?
Yes, I'm being eaten for lunch.
I give up here, because it's pretty clear he's using some translating software online. Rest in peace, my mother tongue. When you translate literally from English to French, in this case, Sam translated I am eating directly, and the result of that will be I am being eaten. At the very least, we can rest assured that this is the most effective weight loss plan ever. Later that day, he follows with,
LOL. I don't really speak French. I'm just messing with you.
I didn't give a reply. None of this, however, was the crown jewel. Emboldened by what can only be a vat of homemade ravioli, thanks Mom, Sam takes aim.
Hey, a bunch of friends and I are going to see The Hobbit on Saturday after break. Do you want to tag along?
John has beat him to the punch, actually, but I'm not keen to give him that detail.
No thanks, Sam.
Aw, why not?
I don't give a reply. Soon enough, though, he follows up with,
I bet you're going with John, huh?
am I really that transparent? There's no point in lying to him.
Yes, I am.
Okay, I get it. I don't think you'll ever be able to be convinced that he's bad news. But I promise, someday you'll see what I mean.
This isn't exactly a tough bet. Either we break up, or we never become an official couple. At this point, he would win. Otherwise, we get married and live happily ever after. Which I can only hope this is the realistic option. Another cheesy, meaty gorge of academic papers ensue on Facebook, followed by a book-burning level of purge. And this Jim is the only survivor. If you make it out of this alphabet soup with all of your brain cells, I commend you. At the time, I really didn't understand why he all have the same pattern of thesaurousing every fifth word in their online post. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have an inkling. Most neckbeards fancy themselves as being on a higher intellectual plane than everyone else. Yes, most of them have slightly above average intelligence, but nowhere near the genius scale. Despite this, they built an image in their heads of being the brainiest guy in their zip code, so they talk the way they believe an actual smart person would talk. But in actuality, they accomplish far less than everybody else. If you enjoyed these stories, please leave a like and subscribe for more. All stories from Reddit and other external sites are linked in the description below. If you have any stories you'd like to share, you can send it to my email at funwithfailure@gmail.com. And for just $1 a month at Patreon, you can get advanced audio broadcast. The link is in the description.